Good day, folks. This is Greg Judy at Green Pastures Farm. We're making a paddock move this morning. We're rolling up a wire. This is on a leased farm. We were able to lease this in, let's see, it was 2001. So we've had this farm a while. But it's absolutely turned around. I mean, it's unbelievable what has happened here. This is the the east facing ridge, and it's pretty steep, and she's a happy girl, and she's really doing well. There's a bunch of them that are doing well. Anyway, this paddock here was pretty much moss and cedars. And we have unrolled some hay on this, and you can still see a little bit of the broom sedge. That's what this grass right here is. But boy, you don't see very much of it. It pretty much was a solid stand, and that dang cow just took a bite of that broom sedge, the seed head. Anyway, but you can see the clovers. We're getting a lot of clover in here now, and so the pH. That tells me the pH of our pasture is considerably better than it was. We did a soil test on this in, I think it was 2003. It was 4.9. So, you got a pH of 4.9, you're not going to grow any clover. You can't. The acidity is just killing you, okay? You got to get that pH at least up in the high 5s. It's best to get it up in 6. And how do you do that? Well, you got to feed the soil. You got to trample some carbon. You got to maybe feed some purchased hay on the land. And we've done that. We've used the Greg Judy bale unroller. And this is a steep hill. There's no way I'd put a pickup truck on the side of it. He'd flip it. But a four-wheeler pulling that bale unroller, it's not a deal at all. You just unroll it, you know. And we always park the bales up on the top of the hills up there. So we're coming downhill. You're using basically a 700-pound four-wheeler and a 400-pound bale unroller that's hooked on the back, and you're unrolling a 1,500-pound net wrap bale out here on this land. And but people say, "But Greg, when you unroll the hay, you're wasting it." Okay, did I waste it? I don't think so. Look at this. You just got to remember, folks, there's about $20 to $30 worth of nutrients in every big round bale that you unroll on your farm. And so you can grow, well, this steer here is already getting a winter hair coat. It's cold out here this morning. Unbelievable. We were in the 90s yesterday, and this morning you definitely want a coat out here. It's in the 60s. That old fat steer, he's putting a winter hair coat on. That's the one that will be processed this year. He's a dude. This is a beautiful heifer right here. Man. Just a really, really well-doing animal. Got a nice gut on her. Very slick-haired. Doesn't hardly have any flies on her. Of course, got some fat up there on that tail head. And so that's one that'll be calving next year. But she is a dude. Looks like a girl. Got a feminine built to her. Okay? You want that nice big butt on a girl. That's where the calf's got to come out. And you got that fat wrinkles there on the tail head. So she's going to winter really well. We like that. But I like taking broken down farms, folks. And you can take broken down farms and do this. Okay? Take something that wouldn't support a rabbit. And all of a sudden we have got some of the best food you've ever seen for livestock and deer and turkey. We unloaded up there a while ago and came on this farm. There's a whole flock of turkeys down the bottom of the hill, and I think turkey season opens here in a couple weeks. I'm gonna go see if I can get one of those for the Thanksgiving table. We enjoy turkey for Thanksgiving, especially wild turkey, and it's all a compliment of the way we're managing our farms, though. The legumes are the key, and if you don't have legumes in your cool season grasses, you're not going to grow very much grass. Because, see, the legumes have the ability to fix nitrogen from the air. and put it down in the soil, and they store it in their nodules, and the grass plants can come along and steal some of that nitrogen from the legumes. Oh, look at that one. Man, is he fat. That's actually a young bull. He's doing well on this poor farm, if you want to call it that. I don't call it a poor farm anymore, but yeah, there's no bare soil here, folks. This was green moss, cedars, and broom sedge. But it's taken some time, and everybody wants this to happen tomorrow. You can see the ragweed, the one that I was talking about here, it's probably been 3 weeks ago, and it's called lance leaf ragweed. It's a nasty one. Nothing will eat it, except if we did get our sheep to eat it. But see, look what happened to lance leaf ragweed. It's dried up. So if you'd have came out here, I was warning people about cutting your ragweed off in the fall. If I had cut all that off, I'd have cut off a lot of this fall stockpile, and we wouldn't have anything to feed our animals. So be careful. Don't go out here and, clip your pastures too short in the fall and knock down all this beautiful forage, just trying to eliminate something that's going to die in 2 to 3 weeks. That's what it did. It's done. And it's not hurting me at all. The cool season grasses and legumes are busting up through that, feeding our livestock. And we're going to have a ton of winter stockpile here, folks. You see, we're only going to leave them on here about 8 or 9 hours, and we're gone. We just rolled up the wire, and you can see back by the foiler over there, there's still a ton of grass left, and that's what we're leaving it. We're leaving a ton of grass, so we'll have a ton when we come back. Because we're October 3rd. We could have a killing frost in the next 10 to 12 days, and if we do, it's gonna stop a lot of this grass growth. But man, have we got a ton of feed out here. Yep. Diversity. That's what we're about, folks. This is Greg Judy sign off on a beautiful cold morning. And look at that steer over there. Man, is he looks good. They all look good. They're all just fat. And I don't hear anything bawling. Everything's got its head down, as they should, and everything's grazing. Folks, this is Greg Judy signing off. Everybody have a good one.